We have to speed run tonight's session.
I don't know, but we better figure it out because we're live.
Oh gosh.
Okay. All right. We're live now. So last week you guys started out at kind of like this forge area, forge level as I aptly dubbed it. And you first started out in this room, didn't see much. You went to this next room and you found this like large temple, not large temple, large shrine, kind of statuesque of like this female Durgar, chained to the basin, or to the base of it, was what you determined was Mind Flayer, and completely just almost like dead, like, you know, all its tentacles were ripped out, mutilated. There was a big hole in the top of its head. Whatever was happening to this creature, like, it was pretty properly tortured. And then yes, and afterwards, yes, you guys you executed that. That being absolutely. You then, adjacent to this kind of area, there were like a armory and like a footlocker. You exit that and you fight these like creatures. They're kind of like almost like animal, like canine, like on all fours. They had like very sharp features. They had this like white fur. They were quite like like aggressive, that's for sure. But you guys, that's kind of where we ended last time, where you guys kind of took care of them, and you're now in this like area where definitely ill-tempered for sure. And you're in this kind of like hot room where there's this forge essentially, and you guys kind of see let's see what you guys see, actually make sure your field of view here. Yeah, so you see the red hot, almost looking like magma, like the molten material or whatever, and we're gonna kind of pick it up there. Is there anything you guys want to thought there? Yeah, liquid hot magma.
Sharks with the laser beams attached to their freaking heads.
Exactly. So, what do you guys have in mind? Where do you guys want to go? As you can tell, based on just zooming out, that this area is pretty large. And then what the heck?
Okay, here's what we do. We make Jimothy invisible. Zoran casts Longstrider on Jimothy. He pitter-patters all the way around, scouting for us.
That is a plan.
Okay. Maybe save the spell slot. I'll just run around.
I didn't say it was a good plan.
Okay.
I said it was a plan. I think we should just split the party up, and everyone should just take a separate corner.
Yeah, that tracks for Zoran.
I'm just gonna jump into the magma to just speed that up.
Yeah.
Save some time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the left.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Sorry, give me 1 second. I'll pause it here in a second. For some reason, like, I'm looking at the map here, and you guys, I'm clicking on one of you guys, and you guys can see something that I'm like, what the heck? How are they able to see that? There's like little hallway over here onto like the northeast. I don't know why that is.
I was gonna say.
Can you ping where? Just kidding.
I mean, you can see it. But
Is it a silo that can see it?
Nope,
Zoran can't see.
not me.
Is it
Jimothy, maybe?
Is it Orla?
Is it Orla?
Yeah.
Is it the muscle mommy?
I don't know.
Like, I'm not opposed to splitting up into like 2 groups, but not we all go in 6 different directions.
No, we can do 3 different directions. We can do pairs. I'm good with that.
Okay. So
Who wants to go with who?
Who wants to go with who, and who wants to do what?
I already said which direction I want to go. I want to go to the left.
Okay,
Over
you're going
here.
to the left. Okay, who's going with Team Zoran?
I
I can have Orla go with me since
Okay.
everyone is jumping at the chance.
I will
Alright.
go with Zoran.
Okay. She joins you.
I recommend we stay together, so.
Okay, so we have 1 vote for going to the left, 1 vote for sticking together. really good team cohesion.
I could always scout with my book.
Okay. Would you like to do that? Send it a different direction, or?
Why don't we all just continue doing what we've been doing, which is to go slowly together and quietly?
All right. To the
Is
left.
quietly optional?
Well, why don't I go in advance a little bit so
Yeah.
that you loud people can not ruin everything.
What do you mean, you loud? Now that tracks.
Okay. All right. Jimothy, how far ahead? You can kind of position yourself.
I'll stay like 50 feet ahead of them. Far enough ahead where hopefully I can spot something before their noisiness alerts whatever I spot. So, I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, 30, 40.
Yeah, why don't you give me or I guess all of you, the lot of you, why don't you, if you guys are trying to be sneaking around here, give me a stealth check, please. Nice, Timothy, good. Everyone else.
Yes.
Oz, you really gotta stop yelling.
I'm over here with my staff, just like.
Driving it in
Shut
there.
up.
Okay, so Jimothy, you do take point. You're as you see as you're going to the left here, you start to notice that they have kind of like this large, what you seem to be like. Obviously, this is kind of like a 2D version of this, but it's like a large assembly platform. You kind of go up, and you can see there's kind of like steps there. It raises about like 5 feet, and you see this large platform, and what you kind of like underneath it is where you gather is like the driving mechanism for this machinery here of this like cranes and hooks. What you gather to be, why don't you give me I guess, why don't you give me an intelligence check? I guess your intelligence. Sure, that's your jam. Perfect. You gather they probably make like they make large things here.
Yeah.
So is there anything you'd like to do? You see like a couple of like controls and stuff like that, but it seems I don't know, it seems difficult for you to like quickly ascertain. You gather that like, oh, this is complicated enough with your role here. Like,
If it looks like there's like a delicate or fragile part of this controls, that I could easily like use my knife to sabotage a little bit, just real quick.
why don't you give me an investigation check? Oof, rolling rocks today. Not up here. You can't quite tell. It seems like if anything, you'd have to probably get within the machinery, like underneath the platform, or like open up. How it looks like it's like this like large platform, and then underneath it, it's like there's like kind of like metallic walls. So you probably, and they're like bolted in, or like riveted in. So you'd have to like take those out to actually get into like the machinery and cogs and all that.
Yeah, I picture like spending a minute like trying to hand unscrew nuts or something like that, and having no luck, and I just like whatever.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah. Yeah, they're
So I'll
pretty slick.
I'll do like a little walk around the perimeter here. I'm gonna, before I leave, or I guess I can still do it now. I'll just do my psychic whisper, so that I'll do it with Zoran, Oz. My proficiency still 3. Yeah, Zoran, Oz, and both 80s, I guess. For
I would
2
like to know
hours.
what this is when we get a chance. It's just
I
a
think it's
little
just
To
bit.
know what is, where are you? I'm clicking on you. Just
It's
in
an-
this little area here. Is that
It's
right?
an
Yeah.
oubliette.
Okay. Yeah, I will get to you here in a second. So, Jimothy, yeah, so as you're kind of walking around, you see to the south of you what seems to be like a large like shaft or something like that. And you kind of look up and it seems like this would be another way to get towards like the top. Like you look up and you just like see like a large like you look up and you see like different levels, and it eventually just kind of like it gets consumed by darkness. You gather that like whatever it is pretty far reaching.
Okay.
And then at the bottom of it, it seems like there's like a large almost like a pile of like a large pile of like coal and stuff like that.
Okay.
Pretty burnt. But yeah, that's pretty much what's in there. So,
Okay.
we'll. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, so if I don't see anything there, I'll kind of just tell everyone what you just told me and stop there for a second.
Okay, great. Then we'll jump back to the rest of you. Zorn, you said you wanted to peek what's in there. Yeah, why don't you give me an investigation check, please?
What the hell's going on? Hey, what the hell is going on?
We're doing so good.
Not sure.
Perfect. That's fine. If I'm not sure, I don't really want to go in there since that's not what we discussed we were going to be doing. So,
Okay. So you guys can go to the left, and then you'll eventually start seeing what Jimothy has described. You see kind of like a large platform. You see all these like large kind of like cranes and mechanical arms. And then you also see kind of like to the south what Jimothy described as the kind of like large
and none of
shaft.
us have come across something like that before. I don't think Soren would have in her.
Yeah, like a
That's
platform like this or anything like that. No, I mean this is very much like it's quite impressive. If anyone else wants to kind of take a closer look, they're more than welcome to. Yeah, just kind of
Jimothy
let me know
just
what you guys want.
treats me like a mushroom. He knows I'm a fun guy, but he often leaves me in the dark.
Okay.
And Orla doesn't seem to know what it is, right? She's also kind of in
Yeah,
awe of it like we are.
Yeah, she's honestly like if you look over to her, she's just like completely like confused and like genuinely doesn't understand the concept of like what this is trying to be. Like, it's kind of like you brought like a caveman to like right now and they'd be like completely bewildered and probably frustrated and angry. Not to that extent, but like she
I
is.
was like, wait, is she getting angry? Because
Yeah, she's like, oh, like going all like.
So is there like an obvious control panel on this platform?
It seems like, kind of like Jimothy was going around. It was a little bit more strict. Like each Each device has like its own set of like controls, but it seems like more of that's like kind of like on and off. Like the actual driving force is like below. So like I said, the platform kind of like raises these things, and then all the machinery is below. So you'd have to like, and then there's like metal walls or something like that that are kind of like completely boxing whatever the mechanical device is in. So you'd have to either tear it apart, break a hole through it, or undo some of the fasteners to get in there. You could destroy the few controls that are there if you'd like. But
Yeah, I mean, I'm not ready to make that much noise yet.
yeah, that's the other thing. Like,
I mean, I already make a lot of noise, but that's a lot of noise.
right. Why doesn't everyone give me a perception check?
Bring it back.
Okay, what do we got here? 23, 13, 11.
I got my spy glasses in. Just kidding.
Both 80s. Okay, great. So everyone that rolled above a 20, which is 3 of you, which is good. You start to hear from the north kind of like similar sounds that the creatures you just killed made. Like there seems to be like a couple of them more. It's almost like you hear like some of their like snarling or like heavy breathing. Maybe about like about maybe 100 feet up or so, maybe more. You don't see them in a direct line of sight, but you kind of hear it, and it's almost like it's echoing into this room here. So, what would you guys like to do? You guys have kind of a few moments here. It does seem to be getting a little bit closer.
I think Jimothy will move that direction and like hide behind something, like I don't know, this crane thing that's if it's big enough to hide him, or like the claw thing or something.
Okay.
In the direction that it's coming from, and I'll tell the group that I'm waiting to see what's coming, and I'll let them know.
Okay. Is everyone? What is everyone else doing? Just kind of following suit, or?
I was gonna say, if I see Jimothy taking some cover, I don't think I'm gonna be standing out here in the open.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if this is like up on a platform, I'd like to get up there and
Yeah.
hide behind
Yeah.
a silo or something.
I say I'll
So,
take up residence by this arm.
Okay.
so since it's on a platform, does that entail that there's stuff underneath that I could hide under or something? Or crouch under?
Like underneath the platform or something, or is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
underneath the platform. Sorry, like maybe I'm not describing this correctly. Like it's like raised up and it's like completely sealed off. Like
Okay. Got it. Yeah,
Um,
it's just raised up. Okay, cool.
yeah, it's just
How,
raised up.
how high up is it raised?
It's raised like the little staircase you took raises you about like 5 feet.
So yeah, I mean, you could just like hide.
Yeah.
You
so
duck
I
down and hide
I
behind
kind
it.
of
You
wanted
duck
to
down
hide
and
like
behind
here.
it. Yeah, you could certainly do
Yeah.
that if you'd like. Yeah, maybe I should put like a box around it or something. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Okay.
Can you just update this map to be isometric?
Yeah, let me do that real quick.
And then
I will throw a wall on here, so give me 1 second as I construct a quick wall.
I'll hold my action until we see something.
Wrong wall. Give me some terrain walls here.
A silo. Buffetes, are you still concentrating on something? I know you have a concentration.
Probably not.
No, I haven't been concentrating since mother.
Since I woke up this morning.
Perfect.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Been concentrating?
He
at
hasn't
all?
been he hasn't been concentrating since Friday, 5 o'clock.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure my Shield of Faith has expired on Orla.
Okay. So she will remove that. Okay, I'm put some terrain walls on there for mechanical purposes. And then, sure enough, moments later, let me look back at your guys' stealths here. How did you guys do? Okay.
I had a 4.
Pretty rough. But
And then health wise, Orla was fine, right? I think we established that last session.
Yes.
She
Yeah.
was okay. Okay. Cool.
so sure enough, Jimothy, you kind of start seeing one of these creatures appearing.
So I'll call out that. And are they like running, or are they kind of just like walking like they're like they suspect something, or they're not alerted to something?
Yeah, they're kind of like they're more of just like snarling, because like that's what they are. They're just like snarling creatures, but they're not like running aggressively towards you guys.
Okay.
And then sure enough, you see another one. Let me see where you're at, Timothy. And then in your line of sight as well, you see one of the Deragar kind of slowly walking about.
And it's dark in here, right? So like we need dark vision to see.
Yeah, essentially. And you guys, I think most of you have some solution, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So the only real source of light, and maybe I should make it a source of light, but it's kind of hard, is like just really the kind of like the forge there.
Okay.
Come from the magma. So, and sorry, that is a male token here, but what you gather, this is seems like a female Deragar, as she's kind of like approaching to. It's almost like she's doing like patrols with these two things. And then she looks over, and then let me roll a perception against your guys' stealth here. What does she see with her? Okay, how'd you guys do again?
That makes more sense. I think my token vision was only like 60 feet or 30 feet. So I had like this small circle and couldn't see anything.
Oh, yeah. Okay, glad you fixed that.
Yes.
Okay, so, yeah, and sure enough, it doesn't seem to spot you. You guys kind of like looked out a little bit. You guys kind of hide, and you notice that it starts to kind of like move to the side over here. The two things follow. One of them kind of bumps into the other, and then they like start to like one of like bumps into the other one, and the other one like reacts by trying to like bite at it. And then they like snarl, and then the Deragar kind of turns around and like yells something at them, and then they start moving back up to the north. So, what would you guys like to do?
Somebody go out there with a cardboard box.
Okay, interesting. And what would you like to do?
Well, you would just hide in the box, and then no one will know that someone's hiding in the box.
Has cardboard been invented in this universe yet?
No.
Mm.
Well, I could say yes or no, but right now I'm feeling like no.
Well, since we're still psychic whispering, or I'm psychic whispering with Jimothy, I'm gonna ask if he can see anything where he's at, because I don't see anything where I'm at right now.
Yeah. So, yeah, I still see one. They went north, away. So I don't know where north is.
Okay.
Head south.
You think-
then?
Should we keep exploring south, or do we want to?
I think I'd like to follow them, and kind of see where they go, but keep them at a distance.
Okay.
We'll hang back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I can follow behind you,
I mean-
but not behind you, but like 50 feet or something.
Yeah, just like what we were doing.
Someone will have to relay this information to me because I don't hear
Yep,
voices in my
I'm
head like
I'm
the rest of you
I'm right next
weirdos.
to you.
Okay. So yeah, you guys will have to. Yeah. So you
I'm
do
telling
that.
you right now.
Or I guess there's a different voice in my head from time to time.
So Jimothy, you start following along.
I want to keep them like just in my, I guess, sight range, but
Oh shoot, that's the one I meant to do.
rip.
I just screwed up your guys' Boggleboard. God dang it.
I thought I saw some funky message on there.
I was like, no, that's. I wanted to change it, but not like that. Okay. So Jimothy, you following suit, and it seems like this. This Durgar keeps moving up with these two things, and you notice that as you're following along,
I don't think I'm gonna want to go into any areas that are like lit or anything like that. Like I don't want to go from a dark room into like a lit, torched area where it's very obvious that I'm suddenly standing there.
yeah, that's fair.
Hello.
Didn't see the forge here.
Let me just back up.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Okay. So then
Especially
Jimothy,
because your cloak has a bunch of eyeballs on it. So that would be
Right.
even weird.
Beep. And Jimothy, you see towards the northwest over here. Let me ping on the map for you. There seems to be like a door going that direction. That this thing, these beings kind of ignored.
Okay.
If you choose to follow.
And the door's locked or closed.
It seems to be closed, yeah.
All right, I'll keep going and following them at the distance.
Okay. So you keep following them.
I'll tell them I spotted the door. Found a door. It's closed.
I tell Asilo that.
Okie dokie.
Following them. They keep going up, and then you hear. Jimothy, why don't you give me a perception check, please?
Ooh, good.
Dang. Golden rocks. So with 25, yeah, you notice that a couple more. It seems like of these Durgar voices. These sound more masculine, I guess. Nature as calling out to the female Durgar here, and then she replies to them when you gather, and then she proceeds to be moving up with these two things. So Jimothy, you can feel free to follow suit.
So they moved up some stairs. Oh no, they moved between some stairs.
Between some stairs. So yeah, I noticed it like this kind of like between these two stairs that kind of go up. It seems to be that there goes into like this room kind of like funnels into this like small hallway, that from your vantage point kind of opens up.
Okay. And I assume I don't see anything on the stairs either side.
Yeah, you don't. Nothing like kind of like opens up to you, or you don't immediately see anything.
Okay. Are they continuing to move into this
No,
hallway?
they kind of have
Stopping?
paused since
Okay.
as you kind of make it there.
Okay, so the Durgar are left, but the two creatures are still there.
No, sorry. Sorry, let me click on you again. If you move up just like maybe two more, you'll see.
Okay, I see. Got it. Okay.
You don't see the other ones, but it seems to be that like the Durgar is kind of like stopped, and then you rolled pretty good on your stealth, but it seems like the voices are getting louder and they're kind of like funneling through the hallway here. So you gather that like you'll quickly start seeing them and they could see you potentially.
Okay. I'll pause here and say there's several more in this hallway. Maybe we should I guess
Hang back.
maybe wait for a couple of these scouts to come out again. We take
Okay.
care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
relay that to Asilo.
Okie dokie. So,
And none of us tell Orla the plan.
You like to asylum. You gotta come out. We smash.
so I'll like
Orla
take
would
up.
follow along. I just haven't been. It's just kind of on Jimothy here. She'll be in front of you there, Oz, making sure you're safe. Okay.
Just kind of hide around the corner of the big forge thingy right here.
Mm-hmm.
In
so,
weight.
Yeah, this thing is huge, or gargantuan or whatever. And it is toasty, quite toasty, Asilo. So you probably don't want to be like right on top of it. Yeah, maybe I'll block it out here for you. You guys want to give a look at it there though, or as you're passing by this huge freaking furnace-looking thing.
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Do I notice anything like any markings or writing or inappropriate graffiti on the side of it?
So when you get close enough, you notice the first thing you notice that there's no graffiti, there's no writing or anything like that. There are some vents that you can kind of like peek in if you want to of what's going on in there, I guess. I mean, you gather it's probably just really hot.
I mean, I'll take a peek. I'm assuming whatever I see will be burned into my memory.
Okay, why don't you give me a perception check, please?
11.
Okay, so you peek in and it's a bit odd because there seems to be like this large like object, like red hot object, and it's almost like it's like spherical, almost like oblong ellipsoid type thing, and it's almost like what's really odd, it's almost like it's like pushing the like whatever this like molten material out of the forge here. You haven't seen anything like this before. It's interesting. You don't really know what it is, but
Okie dokie.
yeah, if you want to, yeah, you just see this thing. It's like this large red, almost like rock or something that's like driving this molten material out. What about the rest of you? As you're kind of also near to there, what would you guys like to do?
I will just look around because I see it. So I see that there's maybe a door over here where I'm pinging, but like from where I'm standing, does it seem like it's just a normal door? It doesn't have like a bad guys here neon sign or something?
It does not have that. That's what you're wondering. Actually, where the heck are you? Oh, there you are. There's one. Yeah, so there's a door there. It hasn't been opened. I did describe it to Jimothy. The creature and the two creatures in the Durgar didn't go through that door.
Oh, okay.
But if you wanted to, you could open it up. Take a gander. No.
Nah.
Okay. What about Oz and Bophides? Just kind of following along here. Anything else you guys want to do?
I'd like to say we're just chilling back here, but you said it's really hot, so
It is really
obviously-
toasty. Yeah, you guys are probably sweating a little bit now as you're this close to the.
Well, I figured most.
No,
of-
this feels like the Southerners. This is like being at home.
It feels
Dude,
like being in like the desert here. You're like, yes, I'm alive. It actually probably feels relatively good considering the freaking cold you guys have been enduring.
Most of what I was doing was keeping an eye out behind us to make sure like maybe a secondary patrol wasn't coming from somewhere else while we're going in this direction, because I know that there were several other entrances in this large area, so just kind of keeping an eye out behind us.
Fair enough. Okay. Cool. All right, so Jimothy, as you kind of pause here and wait for this, eventually, sure enough, these two creature things start to come out. She
I'll tell
follows
people.
suit.
I'll tell people they should probably be hiding, not standing out in the middle of the room.
Okay, you can do that. Does anyone want to follow suit here?
So the little squares that are on this map, that's nothing, right? It's all open floor. There's no like tables or chairs or something like that.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, it's like all open floor. It's kind of like they indicate it's
Yeah.
like kind of cobble.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna maybe stand back further this way, maybe. I feel like there's nowhere to hide. I just gotta wait for it to appear.
Yeah, stand against the wall. Perfect.
Okay. All right, so let me roll a couple of perception checks as these things come around to see if they spot you.
Terrible game of hide and seek. Ah, where do I hide?
I'll just stand in the middle of the room.
Yeah, they can't find me here.
Can't find
I
me
stand
here.
really
I'm like telling
still.
people to. I'm like telling people to hide. I turn around and Zorn's just literally standing in the middle of the room.
Well, the good thing
They won't expect the obvious.
rolled
Yeah.
poorly, as funny enough, they kind of like I don't know if they're just like not focusing, but they're just kind of like going the opposite way and moving around the forge in the other direction, and they do not spot you. Which is pretty good. I'm impressed.
I'm gonna
Especially since
have,
we did nothing to hide, really.
Yeah. Jimothy, you should at least relay that to Bofades. He might not know that this
Yeah.
creature is going the other way.
Bofades is still out. Orla's kind of like by the forge.
Let's go back to the raised platform. I think they're going around the other way.
Okay.
And I suggest we. Why don't we wait for them up there and we'll ambush them.
I will move once I see this creature go around the bend. Yeah.
And it does, eventually. Okay.
Maybe I'll stand here.
Assuming they're going to come from the right, I'm gonna hide like behind this thing here, expecting them to come from the right.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and I'll tell Asilo that the creatures went the other way.
Okay.
So we're going to the platform.
Why doesn't everyone give me another stealth check here? Get a fresh one.
Stealth.
Oof.
With disadvantage.
And his name is John C.
Oh
And it's still a 3!
no. We hate to see it, folks. Got 8, 3, 19, 25, 14. Okay. That's pretty good. All things considered. You guys, as you're kind of waiting for, I guess, these things to kind of like make the trip around, you hear coming from it's almost like it like permeates through like moves through the walls. You hear like a low, not low, maybe like, it seems like some sort of like roar of some kind. It's quite muffled, mechanical in nature, and it sounds pretty similar to the dragon, the kind of like mechanical dragon that you guys fought. So, and it seems to be coming from, like I said, from the west side, from the walls through there. Whatever sound kind of like broke through. So it seems like you guys are in the right area. And then, sure enough, with some point of time, eventually, these things start barking, shouting out, and they start to spot you again. And I will have everyone roll for initiative here. So let me add these things.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I haven't added everyone. Added to the silo. So we're missing a silo. Okay. Okay, so everyone roll here, and so yeah, we're in combat here as these things kind of react as you're coming around the bend here, and we'll start with top of the round, a silo.
Okie dokie.
What would you like to do there, a silo? As this thing kind of like starts to almost like bark and is ready to kind of like dart towards you all.
Really? I'll move here, and I will chuck a javelin at the one nearest the lava pool.
Okay. Roll to attack there.
Does a 10 hit?
Unfortunately not.
Well, I'm assuming it slides across the floor into the lava pool, so that one's gone.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. The way you throw it, like, it just kind of like a splash. I actually will, though, however, roll a reflex save for this thing. It might actually take some splash damage. Okay.
Oh.
And it fails, so it will take a little bit of damage from the fire here. So nice. All right, what else would you like to do?
Stand here and look cool,
Okay.
because that's about all I can do.
All right, so it's one of these things turned here. It's going to run up to you there, Asilo, and it's going to take a claw attack at you. And crit with a natural 20.
Boo.
So you will take 12 points of slashing damage. And then it will try to claw at you again. It's not the highest to hit, unless I roll another natural 20, which I don't. The next one's a 13 to hit your AC.
Nope.
That'll hit. Okay. Up next, it is Orla. Orla, seeing this, is gonna come around and use the rest of her movement to help you out there. And that's gonna be her turn. Is it blinking? Or, sorry, blinking. Zoran, it is your turn.
Do these creatures use dark vision to see?
I don't know. Yes,
If
I
we're
guess.
I guess if we're in darkness, I can be invisible to them.
Oh, sorry. We are.
What?
I mean, it's yes for the
Oh,
purposes
sorry.
of this mechanical. Yeah, you are in darkness.
Okay, sorry. No, you
It kind
you
of cut out there
paused.
for a
No,
second. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, that's why I was like, if you wanted to tell me no, you could just tell me no.
No. Yeah, the connection told me it was like, hey, your internet's unstable. I'm like, oh no.
Well, and I didn't know if it was just me, but then Matt and Greg were both like, oh, and so I was like, okay, then it wasn't just me. So, okay, then I will attack this one that I can see. Oh, I guess I can. Yeah, we'll go with this one. With a short bow of force, I guess.
Okay, give it the old
Yes.
attack there. Oof.
Do I get advantage on that since I'm invisible?
Sorry, what's your thing? You're invisible in darkness, essentially, or?
Yeah. Let me put it in the chat.
Yeah, just so I can see.
I am adept at evading creatures that rely on dark vision. So while in darkness, I will be invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you in the darkness.
Oh, that's interesting. So yes, you would get advantage. That's really cool.
Cool. It's funny because I had the umbral sight on my other character, but I guess I just didn't realize that's what it did. So
That's pretty
I could have probably done that with my
considering,
other one.
A lot of the creatures here rely on that. Rely on dark vision to see.
All right, so a 27 then to hit.
Okay, 27 does indeed hit.
Okay, and then so with my Dread Ambusher, I can get an extra D8 since it hit.
Yep.
That's okay. So did I Savage attack her that? 3? Nah, I'll just attack again. So let me do my attack. 27?
Yeah. That one
You get
does hit.
advantage every attack.
Essentially.
Am I actually going to get a 20 though? No.
Yeah.
Okay. So this one I will do my Savage Shocker. Hopefully it will help a little bit. Okay, so 9
Okay.
total for this one.
It's not looking great.
First round. All right, and then last one. Yes, because we're still on the first round. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Last one.
Wow.
No 20.
Okay.
Just for 11.
Yeah, just for 11, man. That sounds awful. No, it's good. You made it sound so bad.
Okay,
But yeah,
yes.
it's not looking great. Good roll. Good turn. Okay. It is Bofades' turn.
Which one did Zorn attack? Was it the one that was between a silo and?
No, this one over here.
Okay, all right. And the one that's between a silo and Orla. How's that one look?
It has not been touched.
Perfect.
Ooh, a wisdom save here.
I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. We're gonna see if we can't make it fall prone and become incapacitated.
I think with this one, I think you have to do the cackling noise.
Well, it fails with an 8.
Who's the funny man now?
So it is prone, you said, right?
Yep. And it is laughing uncontrollably, so it can't end the prone condition on itself.
Okay. So yeah, sure enough, this thing falls over, and it honestly sounds like horrifying, like straight from like a horror movie of this like snarling creature, like almost hyena laughing. Like it is just with like a hyena from The Damned. Like it just does not sound great.
Effective use.
Anything else
Rock
there?
and humor. No. Bofades is that's it. Yeah, I will stay where I'm at, yeah, that seems to be an alright spot. I'll stay there.
Okay, Jimothy.
Okay. I'll move. Well, I'll move there and attack that one.
Okay.
I'll use my bonus action to do steady aim to get advantage.
Okay.
An 18.
An 18 does indeed hit.
Sweet. I'll savage attack at the roll. So I'll just take the 7 and I'll do sneak attack. Ooh. So 18 psychic.
Okay, well that will be just enough to describe your kill.
I might want it to, I don't know, roll over onto its back and then roll over off into the lava.
Okay, sure enough, it like gets. It feels like it's bumped to the side. It kind of like rolls down into this, and then it just like Terminator 2 style starts like panicking into the lava, and then it just like completely is absorbed away as it gives you the finger, the middle finger, of course.
That's it for me.
No, not really. It's got like paw-like hands, so you can't really tell. Okay, it is the Durgar's turn. Interesting choice that you guys went after these things, because she pulls out like a trumpet type thing, or like a horn, and sure enough, she uses
Doesn't
her
know how to play the
action-
trumpet.
What?
Doesn't know how to play the trumpet.
No, she's like,
She missed that one day for management training.
And she's going to blow into it, and it makes this, as sure as you can tell. Well, let's see how well she does. Let's roll a performance check. I'll say that. Well, let's play some more. If she, I'll set a DC. We'll say,
Like 3, DC of 3.
No,
DC
nothing
37.
I'll do a DC of 15. Seems appropriate, I guess, for her. That's gonna be kind of tough. If she fails that, she does not make enough noise to this time to kind of signal everybody.
Nerves got her.
All right, what does she do? Okay, she rolls a natural 19 and gets an 18. She had a -1 to the roll here. And sure enough, she rolls high enough to produce. It's not great. It doesn't sound great. It sounds definitely out of tune here, but it's certainly loud enough that it kind of like bellows and echoes throughout the room here, and it seems like someone's aware of your presence potentially. And that is going to be her turn actually.
Oh, Fades, pretend you're in a band. That she's like playing the trumpet for that.
It's my time to shine.
Buffetti starts breaking out some ska on the bagpipes.
So I hear the trumpet. I look over at her sexy saxophone solo from Careless Whispers.
I'm just gonna spend my action applauding the performance.
The one like poorly done note that sounds like from a fifth grade elementary school band.
No, Oz is going to step up, kind of to the he'll step here, and he too is a little curious why we chose to ignore the intelligent being of this, of these three, and went after the ugly-looking dogs.
Because I couldn't see the other one. That's not fair.
You're like, you can't criticize me. I couldn't see.
Yeah, I can only see these two right now.
That's a good point, actually.
It's an issue of range.
I guess Oz will just fling. Yeah, he'll just try and hit the Underdark dwarf with a firebolt to the.
Okay.
18.
An 18 does indeed hit.
Then she'll go up in flames with 7 points of fire damage.
She is struck by it. She does not just like completely is like. She's also conveniently doused in gasoline. She's like, oh.
This girl is on fire.
This is really stupid to put on near this forge and stuff.
Like nobody told me this was flammable.
Somebody bring out our lighter fluid.
She just came from a very particular party and is covered in baby oil.
So yeah,
Oh God. So moving on.
Haz's turn.
That's your turn? Okay. So it's going to be the prone creature's turn. It is going to, unfortunately, use half its movement to get up.
I don't think it can. It has to make a wisdom save to stop laughing if it takes damage.
Correct.
So it can't at all.
Nope.
Yeah.
Well then, yes. Okay. Well then we'll move it to the top of the round here, conveniently enough, and it's a Silo's turn.
Okie dokie. Time for a little prone smacky wacky.
Hey, the good news is if he hits it, it gets to try and make the save again.
It looks like he's gonna hit it.
I'm pretty sure I hit it. And I'm going to Savage Attacker that do damage for a 9 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I will take my second swing on it. With advantage, because it is prone. For 14 bludgeoning.
Nice, max on that. Good. Okay, it's bloodied. It's not looking great.
And I'll stand here confused while it's still laughing after being smacked with a giant hammer twice.
Yes. And then I will make the save here to hopefully get it to stop laughing uncontrollably. How about a 4? Does a 4 succeed there, Bufades?
Say that one more time.
A 4.
No, that does not.
Well,
Doesn't succeed at any level, much less this level.
so just for clarification, it's the end of that creature's turn, not when it gets hit.
Thank you. Okay,
Yep.
Then I will carry that over onto its turn.
Yeah.
Okay. This thing is north.
Yes, I was very frustrated during our last campaign that I couldn't get that spell to take hold on anybody, because it's such a good spell.
Not bad.
It's all your fault.
It is going to be Orla's turn. Orla is gonna take a big ol' smack the great axe here. She does seem to have advantage, I believe. Oh my god!
Because of prone and flanking.
So yeah, so she crits on it, and then still up, she'll take another swing at it. Oh my god, and crit again. Jesus Christ.
And his name is John Cena.
Why did I let you guys have her, and she just decapitates this thing on the second swing. And it is dead. I don't know why I gave you guys an NPC here. Oh, not Orla. Orla's still alive.
Why'd you kill Orla? She
Oh, sorry,
swung
it was an
herself.
She swung too good and decapitated herself.
she
She
like
actually
fell back
lopped
around.
off its head, and its head flew back at her. And
Yeah, just
Same.
lobbed her head off.
Have you ever seen like the General Grievous meme where he's got like 87 lightsabers that come out and then he just chops himself into little pieces?
No, but I should. Oh, that's good. All right, heck of a turn from Orla. Up next, it is Zoran.
Alright, I gotta move up a little bit to find this other thing that everyone's yelling about. I will shoot at this one. Does it rely on dark vision?
It doesn't strictly rely on it.
Okay, cool.
Dark vision.
It's fine.
Yeah, no,
I'll
you
shoot
don't-
at it.
Well, I mean, if it has dark vision, then it relies on dark vision to see things in the dark.
Yeah. So yes, I guess the answer is yes. You would get advantage.
Okay.
I just had a brain.
Come on, 20! No. Alright, a 26!
Okay.
And
26
I
is-
will savage attacker that to see if I can roll better than a 1. Okay,
Okay.
so for 8 total.
8 total, looking good. Okay.
You know what's funny is if that was a human, it wouldn't be advantage. Right? Is that how that ranger
I guess so,
ability works?
yeah.
It's if they rely on dark vision. So if they have goggles that give them dark vision, then
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, but like
if like a torch,
don't have goggles, then
right? Then
I guess they
but
wouldn't be
can't-
able to see anyway. So
Yeah,
it's
they're
still
blind in the
alive.
dark anyway. So
Yeah.
Yeah, how I'm interpreting it, when you have the goggles, like you're giving your somehow achieving the same effect as something that would have dark vision, I guess. And like whatever tendencies
Yeah.
that would afflict it, it would also be susceptible to. That's how I'm interpreting it for now. Until
I forgot how darkness actually worked as a person for a moment there.
Don't have advantage against me. I can't see anything in the dark.
Right.
I'm blind.
That's how that works. And then.
There it is.
Do I have a second attack? Yes. Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see if I can get the 20? Nope. So 26 for 12.
Wow.
Total.
That is actually just enough for you to describe your kill.
Whoop whoop. I mean, I feel like I was aiming at his neck. So that's where I aimed again.
This is a lady Durgar. I specifically made the point. I know
Oh,
she
I'm
looks so.
sorry. Creature looks like a man. I still aimed at her neck, so. I guess-
She's like.
Yes. Well, I didn't want her blowing into the trumpet again. Into the
Yeah,
horn.
that's fair. Okay. And sure enough, yeah, you kill her and you don't immediately see anybody rushing towards you, and you don't hear any. Why doesn't everybody give me a perception check? Actually, that's
Honestly, I think we should take the trumpet and just blow it again every 5 feet.
12.
That kind of reminds me. Did you ever? I didn't see it in my inventory, but didn't I buy?
Yeah, you got. Oh, yeah. Thank you for you. Yeah, you got a. What's it called? Oh, shoot, I gave you an. I'm blanking here.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
brought
loot,
in,
right?
I brought in
It was
something, but I know it was
the
the.
thunderous raucous lute. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, I need
Yeah,
that.
I
Totally
brought in
forgot
the
that.
wrong thing. I was looking at something to use, and I was like, That doesn't seem right. I'll bring it up again to ask. when I finish.
Yeah, okay. Yes. I don't have it right now. Remind me, message me or put in the chat to just
Yeah.
give me what you bought like 2 or 3 sessions ago.
Yeah, no problem.
You've obviously used it a lot since then.
Well, he would use it if he had it, so it's just not it.
Try to.
Yeah, no, I've thought about using it in like the last 3 combats, and like.
Oh, well, then you should have said something like.
I know.
It's not like I'm not wanting you to have things. So. Okay.
It was
yeah.
called the Loot of Thunderous Thumping.
Nice.
Nice.
Thunderous thumping.
Ew.
Right?
No, it's different. It's kind of like
Oh.
a mixed homebrew type thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I will have that item for you. Okay, so we will. Okay, so you guys rolled perception here. What do we got? 12, 15, 18, 17, 9. Okay. It seems to be. After a moment's pause, you guys wait a minute. I don't know how long you want to wait. 2 minutes, and it seems like you guys are out of combat here, as nothing seems to be. Coming
Do
in
we think we
attack.
should throw the trumpet into the lava so
Bag of
someone
holding,
else
you might
can't
need it.
come?
Yeah, let's keep the trumpet and let's throw the bodies in the lava.
Yes.
Okay, I can do that. I'll start chucking bodies in after we search them.
You-
Okay. Give me an investigation check, please.
A 21.
A 21. Okay. You don't find anything on the like 2 like canine, I guess, looking creatures. But on her, you find the trumpet, so that's the first thing. But then you also find it seems to be like some sort of like coin. It's not real. It's not like gold, or it's almost like just metal, maybe a talisman of some kind. On her. It's about like yay big. You know, it's relatively light. It looks like, yeah, it's like just kind of like made
Does
of
it have
like.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So it doesn't have any like writing or anything on it. It just has like some sort of like grooves into it, and it seems like it has like a couple of like holes within it, in a particular pattern. And you immediately look like, just looking at it doesn't quite make sense to you what it's supposed to be. It seems like maybe it's like for some machinery. You're not exactly sure.
Okay. I will put that in my pocket.
Okay.
Instead of the bag of holding. Maybe I'll point it out to, someone else like Oz, because he's seen lots of like religious relics and other things like that. Maybe he'll know what it is or something. But all right, into the lava you go. Whew, the body.
Are you just like chucking it, or like?
Now I'm probably rolling it because I'm not as strong as a silo, so probably rolling.
You're doing like the kind of like you push the body with your foot and it kind of like rolls over.
Yes. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. All right. All right. So what else would you guys like to do now that you guys kind of cleared out the immediate threat?
Jimothy will run back up and I'm gonna go check and see if anyone else is coming. Then I'll go back up to where that hallway was.
Okay. So Jimothy.
And I'll try to be quiet again once I get.
Okay. Give me another stealth check, Jimothy, as you kind of like quickly dash off to see if there's a response.
Oh.
And his name is Thomas Jones!
My goodness.
That's a
All
big
right.
number.
Yeah, I mean, you do see a couple of these like armored Durgar that you've seen before start running. Let me see where you're at, so you can kind of see if they're line of sight. Yeah, you see a couple of them. Start running around, going the opposite direction of where you're at.
Okay. I will alert my friends of what I'm seeing, and I'll tell them to hide back behind platform stuff again. Except this time, actually hide a silo.
All right, go back in and try and hide one more time.
Look like a crane or
read.
something, robot.
And then,
as the last one like gets.
Oh,
See the last one.
Orla, hide.
Orla's like,
Orla's out there with a fucking strobe light going.
yes. So she's gonna come in, and I'll have the rest of you give me other new stealth checks, please. As well. Not you, Jimothy.
Oh, double digits. I'm getting better at dropping ice.
But wait, there's disadvantage.
Not great for the rest of the team here.
A silo backs into the forge area, knocks over a fucking crane.
ADD kicks in, and I start like pushing the buttons on the controls, and the arm is just like spinning in circles.
I feel like this coin that you gave me is actually like one of those AirPod, or what's it? Not AirPods. What is it called? An air tag.
Yeah.
I feel like someone knows where I'm at.
Yeah, you just picked it up, and they're just like, literally, it's just telling you like, "Hey, I'm right here."
Yeah, it's
Jimothy,
like a phony device.
as you're noticing, these things are growing in size as they're trying to run off here.
Oh, I see what they're doing. Little bastards.
Big.
Or not so little bastards.
Back. Why are they growing? Yeah, I just saw your message. Worthless potatoes. Yes, that seems about right.
Hey, all potatoes are worthy.
I'm a shiny potato.
Okay, so these guys can come around.
So I see 4 go by.
Yep.
Does all 4 get big, or does that last one stay small?
No, the last one also gets big.
Okay. So after I see the last one run by, I will run back down, and I will hide and prepare an attack for whatever shows up.
Okay. All right. All right. So, Jimothy, you're hidden. Your friends, unfortunately, are
Potatoes.
not great. And you were immediately, as they're kind of like in your line of sight, they start shouting as they spot you. And then I guess I'll have everyone roll initiative again here.
Saying
Delete these.
Jimothy didn't say which direction they were coming from, and I hid on the wrong side of the crane.
Hey, they're coming. Make sure you hide.
Nailed it.
Okay.
And his name is John C.
Who are we missing here? Orla needs to be in the initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. He's here, and then Jimothy, did you roll initiative? Sorry, I'm missing Great. Okay. Well, top of the round here as a silo. You actually go first. Wow, I think you went first last time as well.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so hearing that they're coming from this direction, 5. Okay, so 30 feet. How far away am I? Let's see. I will use my action to take a defensive stance because I can't get close enough to him without losing my action to do stuff.
Okay. Okay, great. So you're all right. You're taking the dodge action. Is that what it is?
Yes, dodge action.
Gotcha. Okay. Up next, it is Bofades.
I can't see them.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, let me try. Nope. Wait. Yeah, I guess maybe.
So they're coming from this direction over here. That helps.
Yeah. Oh, so I suppose I could move up here. We'll see the door. Yeah, I still can.
Yeah, they're still probably. Yeah, it looks like they're out of your line of sight
Yeah,
still.
just touch too far.
Maybe update your vision radius if you have dark vision out to 60 feet.
Yeah, make sure your token's aptly done for that.
Where's the dark vision now?
So, settings wheel, vision in the middle, and then vision range is 60 feet.
Oh yeah, no, that's.
If that helps at all.
No, that does. It was set right. Still can't see him, but that is all right. Suppose I can still move out though. Oh, now I can. All right. Look at that. Let's try. And yeah, I'm just gonna fire an Eldritch Blast at the one that's closest.
Wow. Okay.
This one.
Okay. All right. Well, a 25 does indeed hit.
All right. And then we'll try it one more time.
Yeah.
Does a 10.
10 does not hit, unfortunately, my friend.
All right, that's what I thought. I will back into the thing and try and duck out of the way just a smidge. And yeah. Say good luck, Asilo.
All right. Godspeed, Asilo. All right, it is Oz's turn.
Oz will 10, 15, 20. He'll move here, and seeing that he can't see anything, Mm,
You could get down from the platform.
no, I can't really. Can Oz hear them coming?
Yeah, they are coming in that general direction. Yeah, they are. They do kind of have like large armor that's kind of like clinking and like hitting against itself. So yes.
Is it enough to? Can he hear them well enough to get a sense of where they are?
I would say generally you would probably get disadvantage, but yeah.
Well, it's not a spell that requires line of sight. You know what?
So a no.
I'm not gonna do it. It's a 40-foot cube. I don't know where they are.
Yeah. So
Nope. Oz is just. I guess he'll.
you could hold it, I guess, if you wanted to, until if you see one of them or multiple of them or whatever, that's a possibility.
Nah, he's just gonna step back another 10 feet, and he'll just use his action to dodge as well. And
Okay.
he'll
Cool.
deal with this on the next round.
All right. It is one of these things turn. It is going to move up here. Can't get that close to you. And that's gonna be a turn, unfortunately. Then it's gonna be Orla's turn. Orla is going to. She's going to shout, jump off the platform here. I don't know why I drew this platform. I guess really it doesn't really matter if that makes sense. You can literally jump off it if you want. I'm gonna delete this wall. And she is gonna start running towards one of these things here, and that is gonna be her turn. She's crazy like that. All right. It is going to be one of the other one of these things. It's gonna flank her and take a swing with its hammer against Orla here.
What's her intelligence score?
Not great. And this thing has advantage, so I'll take it. And miss Orla, funny enough. And then it'll swing again. Feels like I'm just playing with myself.
And on camera too.
No, not like that. Oh, get your mind out of the gutter.
Walked right into it.
I did it to myself. So it strikes at Orla, hits her. She takes it like a champ. And that's gonna be her turn. Or its turn. Okay, so another one. Goodness, there's so many of these things here. Okay, this one is going to come around and then try to attack a silo and take swings at him with disadvantage. He's already a tough enough cookie to hit, and misses with a 15 against your AC. Swings again. Disadvantage. I would have hit, unfortunately. But all right. Okay. And that is going to be its turn. All right. Up next is Zoran. Zoran, what do you got for us?
I will cast a Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
As a bonus action on this creature.
Okay. I will mark it.
And then I will attack it. does it rely on dark vision? Am I in the darkness?
Yes, you would get advantage, so yes.
A 22.
A 22 does hit.
Let me savage attack that first one. Nope, same thing. So an 8, and since I have Hunter's Mark, I will also have additional 1, so 9 total.
Perfect. All right.
This is the first round, so 2 attacks on the first round. Yes, so I can shoot it again.
Yep.
For 26.
26 is indeed
yeah.
hit.
For 11
Okay.
with
We'll
my
see
Hunter's
if you
Mark.
going through.
And that is it for me, and I'm not moving.
Okay. Jimothy, what do you have for us?
Don't you get Dread Ambush or something?
Return to combat. You make an extra attack, and if it hits, it does an extra D8.
Yes, sorry, you do get a shoot again.
Yeah, so you should
Oh,
get,
wait,
like,
sorry,
by default,
yes.
you should get 2 attacks,
Yes.
but then this
Wait,
would
didn't
be...
you do the Hunter's Mark though, or does that not count? Or
Oh, that might...
No, I should have. Yeah, I should have gotten my extra D8. My bad. So my Dread Ambusher, I should have. So another 6.
oh, that's
On
just
my-
an ability. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Jimothy will move up. 5, 10, 15, 20. And attack the one that a silo, I guess, is attacking. Right there. War is fighting with, not necessarily attacking. Uh, 23?
23 does indeed hit.
Oh, I'll sneak attack. Gross. 20 psychic damage.
Oof. Things all be going through there. Not looking great.
And then I'll bonus action attack again.
Okay.
I'll savage attack of that. For 5 psychic damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Up next, it is going to be this last one's your turn. This one's going to step up. Take a swing at Orla here. And miss. My goodness. Garbage here. This next one also misses. Oh my goodness. Missed twice against Orla here, so that's not good. Top of the round, a silo.
Okay, I'm going to take my first attack on the one that's right next to me. 13 to hit.
13 misses, unfortunately.
And screw it. Why not? I am going to Misty Step.
Okay.
And reappear right next to Orla.
Okay.
And
Arrow.
and I am going to take my second attack at this one up top
Okay.
and hope my party can finish off the other one For an 11, and I'm assuming miss.
Miss, unfortunately, yeah.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, you guys have to bail out your Bofades, or no, or a silo here. So, Bofades, what do you got?
Mass nudge big guys into lava.
Do that. You can do this, Oliver.
Okay, so I'm gonna do
Stephanie, you want to go check on Oliver?
15, 20, 25.
You could throw them all like a cocktail, a bomb in the middle. Just
Eldritch
sacrifice a
Blast.
silo. Yeah, just sacrifice a silo and Orla.
I'm gonna come out here, and I'm gonna cast Compulsion
Oh.
on all 4 of these
Wow, okay.
creatures.
Or have the charmed effect. Wow, okay. Yeah, okay, you're pulling out the big guns. Okay. I was wondering, I was like, oh, what's he taking so long? And you're thinking about it.
Yeah. I had 2 that I was thinking about going with, and I was stuck kind of between them.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Compulsion. So I suppose they all gotta make some saving throws that I hope they suck at.
Okay. All right, first one. What's the DC?
DC 14 Wisdom.
Okay, how does a 13, 12, and 7 sound?
Sounds like they all fail.
Nice, all right. So you have
Um,
successfully charmed all of them. This
Oh.
is...
Yeah, and so if they fail, the target must use as much of its movement as possible to move in that direction on its next turn, taking the safest route. So I can't force them into the lava pit, but I can force them back as far as possible. To which I think I would like to be in. Well, probably towards the foundry, like that way, I guess.
Wait, go up, essentially?
Yeah, I can't, because I can't really push them back, right? Because this just kind of.
They can run
Yes, I
this
can.
direction.
Yeah, they could run
okay.
that direction.
Then I will push them back that way. Yeah.
Okay, so on their
I mean,
turn,
you-
they'll have to do that, right?
You could force them next to the lava, but not into the lava.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'll just, for the sake of right now, I'll just push them back.
Okay.
There.
So that on each target creature may use much of it on its next turn. Okay, so on its next turn. Okay.
And then.
Oh, heck of a turn, dude. Nice.
Yeah. That is it. That's all I can do, I guess.
So is it just the 3 or all 4 of them?
Just a 3 surrounding you guys.
No, I can do any creature within 30.
Oh, okay. Well, let me do the other one then. I this time.
So, sorry, I thought you had listed off a 4th number.
Okay. Well, it also fails with a 3, so it is also charmed.
Bang bang.
Nice.
I can't wait to hit them with my spell with a wisdom saving throw and have them all succeed. I'm waiting for that because that's what I'm about to do as well.
Nice. Okay, well, conveniently enough, let's jump right into Oz. Oz, it is your turn. Interesting. This combat is going interesting.
Okay, I wasn't expecting this to pop up. I just want to cast slow on them and get a 40-foot cube.
That's the other one I was looking at.
You guys are just gonna slow. Wow, just really incapacitate them.
So I will just pick the 4 enemies because I can choose up to 6 creatures of my choice, and they need to make a DC 16 Wisdom saving throw. So it's an even higher DC. I can't wait also for you to roll like a 20.
Nat 20 on all of them.
18.
Yeah, let's see here. 14, 9, 12, and 2. All failures.
Okay, so they are all slowed.
Okay, do I even have, one of these guys already has like 7 status effects here. Let me see. I don't even know if it's worthwhile to do it, but let me see if is there a slowed option?
Like a web could work if that's one of the options.
No, there's a suffocation option now. We'll do the web. That's fun, yeah.
I mean, it's restrained. I don't know if there's a slow.
That's fine. It doesn't really matter. I'm just doing it because I think it's fun to have like a shit ton of tokens or little status effects on it. All right. Great.
You could just go with like dead. That's the top left one. I think that's probably where they're gonna end up.
No, it is the one that has a 5 status effects. It's marked, it's bloodied, it's charmed, and it's slowed. Okay, so walk me through this, both of you. First thing, it's got Oliver's or Buffetti's this thing, so it's got to move away from you, right?
Yeah, but it has to use all of its movement speed,
Which is now halved.
With the slow, it looks like it just goes its normal movement speed instead of double.
Okay. Would it also dash? Like, would it use its action and movement and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From my
Well-
understanding, right? By the wording.
Yeah.
It has to use as much of its movement as possible.
Perfect.
Well,
Okay.
I think that's
Then
as much
go-
movement, but it does. I don't think it has to make. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if it has to actually take an action to dash as well. I mean, it's
Okay.
So, target must use as much of its movement as possible to move in that direction on its next turn, taking the safest route. After moving in this way, a target repeats the save, ending the spell on itself on a success.
So using an
when
action to sprint is not using your movement. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
Okay. So then I will move the very slow movement. I'll do that first, I guess.
So you're moving the top one first.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna Sentinel attack it.
Okay. So for some reason, but it's free. Yeah, you should do it.
And fucking whiff.
And whiff. So you miss. So it is gonna move.
That's all right. You're surprised they're running away from the terrifying look of Buffetti standing there.
Orla should get an attack if she wants to take it, right?
She will. She will.
Well, Sentinel would keep it from running away.
She rolls a natural 1 and misses.
Oh my gosh. We have these big ass targets that
It's
Look at her.
it confused why it did that. And it's wanting to move back, like that's what it wants to do, like, but it can't, right? Because it's charmed. So
It just feels compelled to go that direction.
all right, that's just gonna be its turn because it doesn't have anything else to do here. It is Orla's turn. She is
it
gonna
does get to make another saving throw though against both spells.
Okay, so we'll do that. Sorry guys, this is a lot here. You guys are throwing up the big guns again. It succeeds on the compulsion, so it's no longer compelled. And then it will probably fail to slow.
I hope so.
Fails with a 5.
Okay, so it still has half speed. It can only swing once.
Okay, so
And it's
it
got
is
a
no
-2
longer-
to its AC.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Orla, it is Orla's turn. She's gonna take a swing at the one below. Oof, it's not her day for Orla. She misses, whiffs. Oh, and Will rolls another natural one. She's really dropping the ball here after she was doing so well. So that's not good. It is the other Dirkar one. It's the one that she just swung at. It's going to. So this one here is going to try to move away from you guys. Both. I guess you guys both use your reactions, right? So.
Yep. Can't do it again.
Gonna move that, and that's gonna be its turn. It's this one. This one's gonna. Yeah, move 15 feet. Just swing at.
Would you like to hit me?
Gonna swing at Orla first. And hit. Do some damage there. And then it's gonna swing at a silo.
It can only make one melee attack.
Oh, that's right, yes, because it's
Load.
low. Thank you. So that is its turn then. So we have 2, 6 months. Okay. Up next, Zoran. Wow, this combat got really complicated. And I'm gonna delete this.
I'll attack this one.
Okay. You do have advantage.
What the hell's going on?
Doesn't matter. Everyone's laughing. Stephanie's like, fuck you guys.
I mean, I can't hit him either, so.
Yeah,
13.
13 does not hit.
Yeah.
Even with the -2 from slow.
Yes, even with the -2.
Okay. AC more than 15 normally.
It's got pretty good AC. For advantage there. Yeah, unfortunately, that also misses. Not great.
Dang. Okay. That's all I can do.
Wow, I thought you guys were gonna wrap this one up.
I thought so
So,
too.
All right, Jimothy.
we're not used to targets moving so slow. It's throwing us off.
Large blubbering mass.
Timothy will move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'll attack this one here.
All right.
19.
The 19 does hit.
Oh, savage check of that roll.
Okay.
So 8 plus sneak attack of 18, so 26 psychic.
Okay. Describe your kill, please.
Like I want him to like fall forward and the two of
Fall
them
on
have
top
to
of him.
spread apart to not get crushed by him.
Okay, that happens. So this one is Didzo.
Then I'll bonus action attack the one that's next to a silo.
Okay.
Ew. 16.
16 does not hit, unfortunately.
Rip.
They
Oh
would
wait, no.
hit
It's
or-
slowed. It does hit, actually. My apologize.
Ooh, nice.
Just
So 6 psychic damage.
okay. I'll take it.
And that's it for me.
Okay. Okay. So, it's gonna be this one's turn. This one is gonna move right It can't do anything. Oh, I forgot to roll the save for. Okay, so this one's gonna roll the save, right? That's all I can do. Okay, sorry, guys. Wisdom save. Wisdom save. And failed both of them, so it's still slowed and charmed.
Did I hear a nat 1 in one of those?
Yes,
Okay.
that is correct.
Like just barely, just the faintest.
Oh, I guess it's picked up from the microphone. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay. Moving up to the top of the round here, a silo.
Okay. I will move up to this one and take 2 swings at the one above me. So,
Yeah.
first attack. Holy fuck.
Goodness. Yeah, not gonna cut it.
Oh my god.
Oh no. A silo. Daniel, what's happening?
Apparently, I really wanted to go first and just, like, give him a nice breeze in this, extremely hot room by whiffing at them with my warhammer.
Seems like it. Gotta get a little circulation there. All right.
I mean, you're not like melting, right, a silo, since you're made of metal and it's like hot in here.
It's possible. It's possible.
Experiencing thermal breakdown.
Ophides, what do you got?
So I can't cast another spell when I'm concentrating, right?
I mean, you can cast another spell. It just can't be another concentration spell.
Just can't be one that requires concentration. Okay.
Yeah.
Well-
unless you want to get rid of it.
You just can't concentrate on 2 spells. So if you want to drop this spell and cast something else that requires concentration, you can.
No,
Yeah.
I'm gonna. Here.
Oh, he's moving up. Okay.
No.
He's getting in range here. You gonna do a touch attack or something?
I'm gonna cast
Oh, okay.
color spray on these 2. I think I can get them in a 15-foot. Yeah.
I think you can.
Yeah. So we're gonna cast color spray.
Okay. Con save on both of them. Okay, we have a 9 and a 16, so 1 fail and 1 success.
Yes. So one is now blinded. I'm hoping it was the one in front of me.
Blinded. The one in front of you is blind.
Perfect. And then I will, for the ones that I'm concentrating on, they still continue to compel them to keep moving on.
Where is blind? Am I blind to the blindness?
You would know, Bophades, that if they're slowed, they can't take reaction. So if you have any movement and want to back up, you could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, slow is brutal.
Yeah.
And the one closest to you is also blinded, so it couldn't attack you anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
I was kind of going to let it wait to leave and then maybe actually finally use my rapier with a reaction.
All right. We'll go to Oz
just
here.
but just in case they do fail, I will step back.
No worries, no worries. Okay, Oz, it is your turn. I know we're at time here. We'll just probably get through this round here and then we'll stop. Just for the
Okay,
second.
I'm gonna go ahead and firebolt the blinded guy.
Okay.
Gosh, I really do want that advantage because it's blinded. All right, how's a 26?
26 does indeed hit.
I'm glad that you blinded that guy, Bofades. So that's 17 fire damage.
You're welcome.
That
I
is
got
enough
you.
to describe your kill.
Its eyeballs are going to erupt in flame.
Okay,
Wow.
Jesus Christ. That happened.
I like how it literally was like, I need to go this way, and then got sprayed in the face, and then blinded, and then exploded.
Yeah, not great, not great.
We're the good guys.
Yeah. So that one's dead, and it was actually that one's turn, but it's gone now. So it is Orla's turn. Orla's gonna come around next to Silo here. Take a swing at this one. Hits. Damage there. She swings again. Hits. And she's rolling rocks now. And that is going to be her turn. Okay. So now it's going to be this one's turn. It's going to try to move away from Bofades again, provoking an attack of opportunity from Orla. She swings it, takes it, and misses, however. And then it's going to try to roll both saves here. And fail both of them, so it's still compelled Anselo. All right, this one is dead. Zoran, it's your turn.
So I will bonus action move my hunter's mark to this one,
Okay.
and I will shoot at it.
Okay. Far away.
Let's
27 does
savage
hit.
attack for that one. So for 7, and also hunter's mark, which is a 4.
Okay,
So 11 total.
coming along. All right. Free to shoot again.
No, my bonus action was to move my hunter's mark.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Okay. Then it is Jimothy's turn.
Okay, I will attack the one that's right there.
Right there. Okay.
I'll bonus action, use my steady aim so I have advantage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good thing you added it.
Bad call.
Bad call, because unfortunately that misses.
No, that's it.
Okay.
I'll move up a little bit, I guess, but
Okay, it is this one's turn. It's going to keep moving away. It's confused what's going on, and it's going to re-roll the saves there. And continue to fail. And that's the end of its turn. All right, top of the round here. So, we'll go ahead and stop there, and then provided and just because it's getting kind of late here, and then we'll stop there, pick it up at the end of the combat here, and we'll continue the exploration for next time.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, sounds good, guys. Thanks for playing. I wasn't sure how you guys were going to go about moving around this room, this area here, but it seems like you guys are doing a good job of cleaning house.
Hopefully
So
next
it's-
week I can hit something.
Yeah, hopefully next week. Yeah, feel free to revisit that. And then, yeah, Oliver, if you want to ping me about the thing
Yeah.
later in the week or something,
Hey,
just to make
I'm
sure
just
you get
glad my first attempt at compulsion worked.
Yeah, it worked great.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
explode.
At like low level, bard spells are so frustrating because everything's like a wisdom save, and like everything would succeed against it. It was super irritating in the last campaign.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Here, yeah, I'll say that these things have very low wisdom, so
yeah.
we keep it on coming, I guess. Maybe that's a little metagamey, but
Yeah, I kind of took a gamble on the Drugar. Yeah. Also, I'm glad color spray. I felt like that was a
yeah, you got
one
one,
spell that I wasn't expecting to pull out of the old pocket, but
and you immediately reap the benefits from Oz killing one of these things. So
yeah, I would say a level 1 spell and a cantrip to take one out, totally worth it.
yeah,
Mhm.
you'll take that. You'll take that any day.
Yeah.
Bofades has pocket sand. Pocket sand.
So that's exactly what I thought of right when I cast it. It's spray.
And it's just colored pocket sand.
It could be like that if you wanted it to be.
It's like glitter.
Yeah.
Instead of sand, it's glitter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right, there. We'll pause for the evening, and then we'll pick it up there next week, guys. So have a good evening, and see you then.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody have a good night.
See ya.